The issue of gods of the land or God has been a heavy one for Igbo people. We are kind of in a competition when we try to say, oh, these deities, the ones that we have in our indigenous communities, are the lesser deities, and this Western deity, God, Jesus Christ, and all those deities are the supreme beings. Now, back in the day, our ancestors did not serve any gods. They did not refer to indigenous deities as God, and they did not also refer to them as gods of the land. Our ancestors knew them with specific indigenous names. Indigenous names like Olase, indigenous names like Akete, indigenous names like Edo, indigenous names like Ezemewi, Ezedoga, depending on the community and what your community know this cosmic being as. They also refer to these cosmic beings as Mmuo, as spirits. And they also refer to them as Nne or as Nna, as mother or as a father, because they perceived these deities as something that they can interact with on a familiar lineage or on a personal level. They did not perceive them as some kind of an unattainable supreme being. So they refer to them as something as simple as their indigenous names, or more, or they know them as a mother or as a father, Nne or Nna. Now, during our early interaction with the missionaries, our ancestors even saw this God, this European God, as a Mmuo, because it is something that they don't see, even the white man does not see. So they just also refer to them with the same name our ancestors knew theirs with, Mmuo, case closed. They also did not see any context, any supreme context between the one they had and the one that these people also had. It was through indoctrination of the younger generations that they now began to fill our heads with all these terminologies, all those gods of the land, all these lesser G's and big G's. This was where all those problems now basically crept into our indigenous perception of the Igbo, our deities that we have in our indigenous communities. Now, when these early missionaries came and our ancestors were just seeing their God as more and our deities as a more at the same time, they were quick to correct this impression. They were quick to correct the impression by creating a hierarchy. This is why in their own dictionary, you will see gods with a small g, and you will now see God with a bigger G, a capital letter G. And the reason for this is to basically inspire or show cultural and religious superiority. So to them, our own mode of interacting with the divine is inferior and their own is basically superior. That's the essence of this shift. The small letter G for gods and the big letter G for God. Is just to basically show that these people are not really at our level. Hence, while these things are seen this way. Now, independently, because the white men have indoctrinated us and they have left. Now, we began the indoctrination at the grassroots. We began to now indoctrinate ourselves. When we give birth to children, we begin to parrot that same principle. We begin to tell them, oh, that our ancestors had a smaller God, and this God is now a big God. So we now start to basically, shift these ideologies and start basically to socialize the younger ones into the same perception. So when we now say, how many gods did the Igbo ancestors serve? The Igbo ancestors did not serve any god. Talk more of having gods. They did not know them as gods and God. They knew them by a certain name, and they understood that even if this supreme God comes and basically wants to interact with a deity in his small open, the supreme God is also going to bring himself to that level. So every deity is special and has its certain and specific function. So there is nothing like this one is more powerful, that one is more powerful. That's why in ancient Igbo society, what our ancestors did was, if they had a problem within their own space, within their community, they would simply go to the next community and consult the deity there. But they will first of all inform the one they had in their own community to kola nut. And the reason of doing that is to show respect and not disregard them. Then they can go to their other community and seek for help and come back and still move on with their daily activities. So they did not have any gods of the line perception. All these things are just European interjections. Now, even this popular name, Alose, that Igbo people use to generalize Igbo ancestral deity, that word is still debatable because the true meaning and intent of Alose is Alo Kwose. Alo Kwose. Now, which means it's an ancient mechanism used by our ancestors for the prevention of crimes or things each community considered as alo. So they now brought on those mechanisms to basically help them to cage and to prevent crimes and abominations. So this was what gave rise to the configuration and institution of Alose. But originally, our ancestors knew cosmic beings by their indigenous names, or they are simply known by calling them Mmuo or Nne or Nna. And finally, let's also remember that Alopose, this Alopose, has always been used by our ancestors as a way to deter people from engaging in certain activities. Like when they understand that if you do one or two things, that these deities are going to basically hold you accountable. It's prevented people from engaging in those certain activities, and it helped to maintain order. In fact, they were the police and the judiciary system that we had back in the day. They were there to hold us accountable and to prevent us from engaging in certain activities. Now, the high rate of crime and criminalities in our region stems from the disregard of institutions like Alose that held our indigenous communities together back in the day. So even if we start saying, oh yes, it was more about perception, that even if they had done it, nothing would have happened, we don't have any way to know it. But we are just going to see things from their own perspective, which they used configurations like this to basically hold their communities together. So they should be appreciated for their own effort, and we should appreciate how and things that they did back in the day before Christianity and Christianization of our indigenous times.